I'm here to tell you that help is on the way. Help is on the way because your angels seen and they know and they've experienced all those hardships with you. I'm back, you guys, with another video. I just want to say thank you to everyone who showed so much support on the last video because honestly, I didn't expect to get that much love. I was just kind of following signs that led me to post, and I just want to say thank you guys for that. But today, I kind of want to talk about being patient because that's what's been on my mind a lot lately, because in order for the blessings that you're waiting for to come in, you have to be patient. And sometimes patience is the hardest thing to ask of a person, especially when they're in the eye of a tornado. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. And before we get started, I just want to say, if you don't mind, like and subscribe so that I can keep posting videos like this, or comment so I know what you guys think. But when it comes to being patient, I feel like there are certain exercises that we can do to reduce the stress. Like for me, I've found that in the last few years, meditation works a lot, or writing down a lot of the things that I want to accomplish and reading them back to myself, and just doing that daily as a routine to kind of keep me grounded so that I'm not as overwhelmed by the future or present circumstances. When it comes to being patient, it is, however, one of the hardest things that an individual can do, just because you're asking a person to subsequently have faith in things that they haven't seen yet, or something that's not yet been realized. When it comes to having faith, it's hard as a human being to have faith in something that they've never seen or experienced. And that's what kind of got me into spirituality and manifestation, because I've learned a lot with manifestation that things do actually come to you. It just takes time, and I resonated more with that than I ever did with any other religion that I had experienced as a kid or growing up or any point up until now. The thing with patience is, how can you ask a person to be patient when the bills are due, or when the lights are about to be cut off, or when there's no heat and it's winter? The hardest thing for a person to do is to be patient, but I'm here to tell you that help is on the way. Help is on the way because your angels seen and they know and they've experienced all those hardships with you. And they've been there all the time watching you go through those things, not to watch you suffer, but watching you grow stronger, because that's what you've been doing while your blessings have been being prepared for you. You've been growing stronger and you've been gaining more knowledge so that when you finally do get what it is that you've been working toward, you'll appreciate it, yes, but you'll also know how to maintain it. Imagine if you won $3 million in the lottery tomorrow. You'd be grateful because you won $3 million. You'd even feel like your manifestation had come to realization. But when you actually think about it, yes, you have $3 million, but you wouldn't know how to maintain that or grow that. It'd just be there until it's no more, and then you'd be back asking for more. The hardest thing for me in regards to having patience was not giving up. It's really hard to ask someone to believe in something that they've not yet seen, but I realized that it wasn't the situation that I was being asked to believe in, it was myself. And that's my next topic, self-belief and believing in what you have, because ultimately you don't need to depend on anyone, and everything that's meant for you is always going to find you. You just have to have faith and patience, which are, agreed, the hardest things to have, but it's necessary. It's necessary for the journey to keep pushing, to keep going along the road that you're meant to travel. Everything's not going to come to you as easily as other things, but that's because you have to work for certain things to gain certain lessons, and until you get the lesson or complete it, it's going to keep happening to you. Which is why patience is so important, because you never know what's going on. You don't need to believe in a bunch of get-rich-quick schemes. You don't need to believe in the next guru's advice. You don't even have to take mine. The only thing that is the most important and the only thing that you should really listen to is that voice within you telling you what to do or what not to do, because it's the only sense of direction that each one of us has. You can't go into this world expecting things to be, and you wouldn't want things to be easy. You wouldn't want to have everything that you've ever asked for happen all at once, because if you did, there would be no point of living. If you asked for something and received it immediately, you wouldn't appreciate it, and you would no longer want it anymore. These challenges that we go through, they're not just to make us stronger. They're not just to build character. They're also to show us that good things are truly worth the wait, and good things are worth the wait. I've been a victim of so many circumstances in life, but I never let that define me or define who I am, because I know that my purpose is greater. And each time that I get knocked down, I always get back up, because I now have built the faith in myself and not other things around me, external factors. I've built the faith within myself so that I can sustain myself when times get hard or when things feel like I just can't push anymore. And sometimes that's just a state that you may be in for an hour or maybe even a couple of days. But when you're in that state, the best thing that you can do is meditate and refocus yourself and remind yourself that it is you and it is within you that everything will be created, and you will receive everything that you've been working toward. You just cannot give up, and you have to have patience, because patience is one of those virtues in life that you have to actually work toward to receive. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life or what you should do, and honestly, I'm no guidebook on how to live the perfect life or how to receive the best manifestations in life. All I can do is tell you what I've done and tell you what I know and tell you what's worked for me. And I feel like that's what I've been trying to do with these last few videos. And again, I just want to thank you guys for the support that you showed on my last one, because I didn't expect to receive that much love. And honestly, I was just kind of ranting because I felt like I'd had enough. And it was one of those moments where I myself had broken down and broken my patience, or my patience had been broken. And that's okay. Sometimes we have to let those negative emotions out and let those negative feelings out before we can process and move on. And once you process those negative feelings, it will be easier, but it will not be easy. Life is never easy. There will always be something that comes up. There will always be a mountain to climb, and there will always be a road to travel, because that's what life is. We weren't put here just to simply live and die. We were put here to experience life for its glories, for the greatness and for the bad. And that's okay, because it makes us stronger within our spirit. You may not know it or you may not see it right now, but the internal person that is within you, that has been growing from all the hardships that you've went through, is thanking you. Not only are they thanking you, but they're applauding you for all your efforts. And so am I. I want to applaud you for everything that you've been through that led you up to this point, because I know that it's not easy, and I know that life never comes with a guidebook, but you made it this far and you kept pushing, and that's all that anyone can ask. And again, I just want to say, without patience, there is no forward movement. You cannot move forward without patience. And that first step starts with believing in yourself and believing that you can do anything that you set your mind to do, because you are greatness. You are greatness in human form, and you were put on this earth to make changes, and you are just as important as anyone else. And I'm praying that all your blessings receive you, because you are a divine creator, and you were put on this earth to make positive change. You chose to be born here at this time because you knew that you could make the greatest impact on everyone here at this time. And I want to remind you that you are a chosen spirit, and to keep fighting. Good luck, and thank you again for coming.